Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of March 8th to the 14th. I literally said in my last recorded or my last take on this voiceover that I was memory planning the week of Memory 8th. I was like, what am I saying at this point? So yeah, anyway, I thought that was funny to mention, but pretty much I'm using Squirrel Prince Co.'s Aspen kit. I'm not really going to talk about the plans. I'm just going to talk about general discussion about the planners, the dated planners I'll be releasing on May 31st. So it'll be the academic year, and then around October, I might do it earlier depending on what happens, but I might do it around October for the yearly calendar view because obviously I want to offer it as early as possible, but at least have time for me to what do you call it? Ship it out because I don't know exactly what's going to happen because my like I want to plan a trip, but then I'm like I don't know exactly what's happening, and yeah, well, obviously it's like 8 months in advance of time, and you don't know what's happening within the next 2 weeks or 2 months actually. Because yeah, crazy things happen, and I'm just going to make sure that I plan ahead so I don't have a crazy rush period. Anyway, the reason why I don't know if I mentioned it, but the reason why I did May 31st is because the 2 weeks before that is my finals week, and I don't want to like interrupt my finals just to put out a release, you know, because obviously school is important to me, and yeah, that's pretty much top priority. So school is priority, and then shop, and then work. Honestly, because work is just literally taking phone calls, and I could just do that in my sleep, you know. And at this point, it's not really important because I'm not going actually into the office. Because if I was, then I would have to be taking that time period off. But obviously, I can kind of multitask when I'm at home because technically, I'm just taking calls from the school's line, and sometimes there's like a down period and I could do things. So that's the only thing, or the pro side, or like the better side of working from home at the moment. But yeah, that's the only thing. But I don't know why I went in a tangent on that. But anyway, the dated planners will be offered May 31st. I will have 3 different sizes: 7x9, A5, and B6. So those will be the monthly and weekly view. And then I'll offer a 7x9 weekly view only. Obviously, those will be dated as well. And I will also have undated versions. But that will only be limited quantity because I want to make sure that I split the stock or the coils evenly between the dated versions. But yeah, but if it sells out, I'll of course add more coils to the listing or add more stock to the that specific planner. But yeah, that's the only thing. And oh, I mentioned it in my Monday's video, but the coil will be slightly larger to accommodate more room. But I won't go larger than 1.5 inches. I had a lot of messages asking if I can offer 2-inch coils, and I'm like, I wish I could, but I don't want to ruin. There's a reason why I don't want to offer bigger coils other than 1.5 inches. That's pretty much like the max I would go, maybe 1.75 inches. Or yeah, I don't want to go after 1.5 inches because you have to think about the integrity of the coil because it'll be easier to bend, or it'll be flimsy pretty much. Even though the thickness will be the same, I don't want to ruin the integrity of the coil. That's pretty much what I'm pretty much saying, because the thicker or the larger the coil is, the faster it's prone to bending. If you like hit it on the corner, or if you drop your book by accident, it would probably misshapen, and I don't want that to happen. So that's the only thing. Obviously, you can make the coils like the gauge thicker, but obviously it won't fit the coil, you know, like it wouldn't turn easier because you have to accommodate for the thickness of the coil itself. But yeah, that's the only thing why I won't go bigger than 1.5 inches. So right now, all the coils that are 1.375 is whatever's left over. So I will only have one of each color for the B6 planner. the undated planner, and then the two 7x9 planners, so the weekly view and the monthly and weekly view. For my Shopify, those are the last stock of that. I won't be restocking those those planners until the release for May 31st. So I hope I make sense. And then whatever left over on my Etsy is whatever's left over in my shop. So there won't be any more 1.375 coils. They'll be all 1.5 inch coils. Because I wanted, a lot of people have been asking me if I could offer bigger coils, but obviously there's the fact that the integrity of the coil itself. So I don't want to offer something that ruins the integrity of the coil, and obviously the planner itself. So it's easier to turn. Obviously, the thicker the planner is. I understand like alligator mouth, like the planner when it's coil bound, but obviously I don't want to go bigger than 1.5 inches. I hope that makes sense pretty much. So yeah, that is pretty much the reasoning of the increase of size for 1.5 inches, or reason why I'm only going to stick to 1.5 inches coils. And also I found a new supplier because the one I used last year, or with the 1.375 inch coils, let's just say they were nasty people. They were rude. They wouldn't respond to you on a timely manner, and I just thought the customer service was terrible. And yeah, oh my goodness. So yeah, I was just really frustrated in regards to that. Oh my goodness, everything's dropping all of a sudden. So yeah, that is that. And also, I totally wrapped up this page. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah. Anyway, that's the gist of it. And also, I totally put this extender upside down. But anyway, what else was I going to mention? I don't know if I mentioned the weekly planner, but I will also be offering an A5 daily planner. I will go pretty much all the details next month, so you guys can have at least a month ahead to budget anything, or 2 months ahead. But just know that it won't be more than $50, maybe more than $50 with shipping, if you're just ordering one planner. But yeah, that's the only thing to take in account for. So there will be a A5 daily planner, and the monthly planners, I don't know if I'll be able to offer them at that time, or if I will be able to offer them earlier, because I don't know if you guys would prefer like choose your own month start, and then 12 months from there. So yeah, if you guys want that, so I might put a poll up again. So pretty much, if you have any questions or like feedback or comments, you can leave them in the comments down below, or you can totally message me on Instagram, or my Etsy shop, or Etsy shop. Oh my goodness, can't say that word. Etsy shop. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the sizing. And also the notebooks, I should also mention, the notebooks will be offered next week. So it'll be Monday's release. What day is Monday? The 29th. So Monday, March 29th. I was going to say April 29th, but March 29th, I'll be offering the coils, or the notebooks. Oh my goodness. So 7x9 notebooks, A5 notebooks, and then B6 notebooks. So I do offer the B6 line, so that'll still remain there on my shop. But yeah, I'll just be adding the other sizes and the other options. So yeah. What else was I going to mention? Also, the thing that is only limited is the coil. So because obviously it's not manufactured by me, I have to buy them manufactured, or buy them from the manufacturer. So obviously it takes time for the coils to be made. So yeah, if it gets sold out, it usually takes like a month and a half, or 2 months maybe, to get restocked. But obviously I only bought a certain amount, and obviously I'm not going to go splurging on things, because you have to think about how long does it take to sell all the coils. So yeah. What else was I going to mention? So I did order more black coils than the other colors, because yeah, you guys prefer black coils. I honestly prefer black coils because it's so sleek and clean, and yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I just lost my train of thought for a second. But I won't go into details on this plan with me, because yeah, I pretty much talked about it last weekly. So the week of the 8th, or March 8th, I talked about, or no, not March 8th, March 15th, because it was the week of March 8th. So yeah, I kind of talked about it on that plan with me, about what happened, the situation with that student. So yeah, last week I did have a nice week. There wasn't that many nonsense students, but yeah, that the 11th, that situation, I don't even know what's happening. I don't know if I'm going to follow up with my supervisor in regards to that, but I'm just going to leave it as is, because honestly, my supervisor asked me if I wanted to report him to, for like misusing his language, you know, like, and I was like, honestly, I don't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I just felt honestly disrespectful. Maybe an apology would help, but yeah, I don't know if I wanted to actually talk to him, because yeah, this situation, it shouldn't have gone that far, you know, like he shouldn't have said those things. And yeah, anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, I just wanted to put out the information for the dated planners, yeah, 2 months in advance. So yeah, so you can mark it in your planner. May 31st, dated planners will be offered, and maybe or in a limited amount of undated planners. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that I have both options, you know, guys. But the daily will only be dated, because that's just too much to undate. And then because you have to make sure that you have at least 5 weeks of or because every month it doesn't always start on the Monday, you know. So the daily will only offer as a dated planner. But I will go into more details next month. I have to plan out my content for next month, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is pretty much where I'm going to end this voiceover, because it's pretty much the same thing. I always watch TV, have new releases, have my classes, my 4 classes that I actually meet. And yeah, that's pretty much the plans, or plans with this memories planner. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, because I have recorded this voiceover so many times. But yeah, I'm really excited for the, oh, I should mention, the cover that I showed on Monday's video, I will be offering that next week. I totally forgot to put it on my to-do list. So yeah, that will be offered next week as well. So yeah, I'm really liking what I am planning right now, like in terms of, or using planners, using which planners I'm using. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But I'll be using this, the weekly planner that I just showed on Monday. Then I have my daily, and then I have my budget, and then I have my memory planner. So I'm technically using 4 planners, but my budget planner is actually an Erin Condren, because, or an EC monthly, or because I had the monthlies and I didn't really need to use the weeklies. So yeah, so I just recoiled it into a smaller planner, or a smaller coil, because I technically don't need such a big coil, because I don't use stickers in my daily or my budgeting, like the labels and like the headers and stuff. I just like to write things out. Do you guys prefer writing things out over putting stickers on it sometimes? But in terms of budgeting, I don't use stickers other than like the trackers, like bill dues and stuff on my monthly view. That's the only time when I would use stickers. But yeah, other than that, I just like to write everything out. And my dad's like, why do you write things out? And I'm like, I prefer to write things out, even though it's convenient to have it online. But the feeling of just writing things out is just so nice. But anyway, this is where I'm going to say goodbye, and see you guys on Friday's video. Maybe I'll show my budget. Actually don't know. So we'll see. I hope you guys have a wonderful week or day or whatever you're watching this. But yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful, happy day. If not, put a smile on your face or watch a funny joke, or a funny video. I like watching dogs. So yeah, or go take a walk and have that space, or freedom, or air, or fresh air. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just like literally rambling. But anyway, bye guys.
vacation. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Here we go. All right.
Dance, dance,
Now this
dance,
Christmas, we're gonna dance.
we're gonna
Okay.
dance, dance, dance,
Come on.
dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming